guys, welcome back again. Welcome back again. This is Kemi Lawrence, and Kemi have something to say, and I want you to pay very close attention to what she said. She said a lot here, and I'm not gonna waste much time. But before then, please like this video and subscribe. Share it and tell me what you think about what she said. Do you agree or not? Because she's making a whole lot of sense. That's why we have to share her video. It is very, very important so that some of you, that when you hear people talking about what is going on, saying it the way it is, you think, oh, you are saying it out of sentiment because you are siding one group. Now, Kemi is not even a Biafran. She's just in a concerned individual from Ududuwa land as of today. Why I'm saying as of today, because I don't trust anybody. She may wake up tomorrow and change and start saying different things. So I cannot rely on anybody unless you have to prove otherwise severally before I can start taking it serious. But when we know that she's making a whole lot of sense, what she's saying is the truth, we don't need to lie or start pretend that because it's coming from Kemi, therefore it's not the truth. No, that's not me. I have to stand on what I know that is right thing to do and believe in what I know that is right thing to believe on. She's made series of posts 3 days now, and most of her videos are highly educative and highly informative. And this is why we need to listen to that. In case if you have not liked the video, please do while we listen to her. It's very good that you do that. So let's hear her.
The great journalist of Nigeria, Dr. Kemi Lawrence for Kemi Talks Media. It's Tuesday, the 26th of November, 2024. Let's talk about Nnamdi Kanu and what happened in Nigeria yesterday with his court hearing. First of all, we heard some reports on Channels News yesterday saying that if Nnamdi Kanu is released, his release will bring a lot of peace to the southeast. Oh, okay, you just realized, right? All right, now, let's go to the courthouse. What happened to Nnamdi Kanu yesterday is something that has been going on for a long time. We're hearing it all the time. He has sued the Nigerian government for 50 billion naira for his continued detention, despite the fact that he has bail, and he has had bail since the Buhari regime. Now, yesterday was the hearing. Let me tell you this, okay? I was locked up by the Nigerian government for Pastor David Ibiyomi. Okay, 3 times, and I was in the prison for 6 months. That case was withdrawn by Ibiyomi and his lawyers in the magistrate court, and the federal judge simply threw it out. Okay, the person that stopped the media from reporting it, okay, he's dead. It's Ibiyomi's spiritual son. Okay, Kennedy Okoko, a 42-year-old billionaire who died in the botched plastic surgery in Lagos. All right, Kennedy paid journalists money not to report it in the media, and they took the money. This is the sadness about the Nigerian media. I watched it all play because none of you saw the end of that case. You just know that I was released from prison, and you saw me doing a testimony at the BO mistress. So you assumed that I begged the BO and he dropped the case. The case was not dropped. The case was withdrawn in magistrate after the federal judge threw it out, so they won't look back. What you need to know about the judiciary, okay, is that it's always corrupt in Nigeria. Where am I getting to? Yesterday was Nnamdi's hearing. Nnamdi has a mentality when he has a court hearing. He's leaving detention and going to court. Do you know that mentality? You can't if you've never been in a prison. I have been in the prison. Each time they took me to the courthouses, Iyabo Ojo did not show up because Kennedy had paid her money all the way to 10 million naira. This is the reason I have a fight with Iyabo still going on, because I did not know this until Mohbad's case showed up. Where am I getting to? I have to beat around the bush before you can understand. There's a mentality when you wake up in your cell and you're going to court. And when you get to court, knowing that somebody has been paid not to come to court so that they'll do another adjournment. That's what Iyabo did for Ibiyomi and Kennedy's team. I don't know if Ibiyomi was even aware of it, but it was Kennedy's shady dealings. The same thing happens to Nnamdi Kanu each time he has a hearing and he has to go to court. Yesterday, Kanu had a court date. That court date was for his 50 billion naira lawsuit against the Nigerian government for detaining him continuously, despite the fact that he's had bail since the Buhari administration. The judicial terrorism in Nigeria needs to stop. I repeat, judicial terrorism. If you don't know what that is, we are going to get it to the dictionary, people. Okay? We are going to get that word out in the dictionary. Judicial terrorism. These judges collect money from the politicians and businessmen to give their stupid judgments. they do. Judicial terrorism. Look at what happened at Rivers State. Judges telling Fubara that they cannot get allocation for the people of Rivers until they turned around and made a U-turn with Wike influencing those. That is judicial terrorism, if you don't know what that is. The executive, the judicial, and the legislative part of the government must work hand in hand for the betterment of the Nigerian people. This is why judges are elected in the United States. Do you hear me? This is why judges are elected in the United States. Because when they fuck up, we vote them out. Now, kind of comes all the way from prison, okay, eats his breakfast, anxious, gets to the courtroom, and the judge is not there. The High Court judge stalls the case. Is that professional? No, it's not professional. This is all organized. In America, we have something called the Sixth Amendment. Every one of you can Google it. You have phones. The Sixth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution says that anyone arrested, anyone in detention has a right to a speedy trial. A pre-trial and a trial. A speedy trial. Sometimes the pre-trial is a little bit delayed, but not for 4 years, not for 3 years, not for years. There are people in Port Harcourt prison that don't have a court date, or they don't even have bail, and they had petty crimes. We don't have that section of the Constitution in the Nigerian Constitution, that section of the U.S. Constitution in the Nigerian Constitution, and they get away with it. The right to a speedy trial. Mr. Kanu has a right to a speedy trial. If no one is talking, I'm talking. We cannot continue this. Nigerian mainstream media is reporting bullshit every day, the same thing over and over and over again. Have you asked why this man is still behind bars? He's not a threat to public safety. In America and Canada, where I've lived, it's when you are a threat to public safety that you are held back there. Mr. Kanu is not a threat to public safety. Okay, I don't know Nnamdi personally. I don't know his people. I don't know IPOB. Okay, I just know the truth. Why am I shouting? I'm shouting because this man is trying to get a fair trial, and you're not showing up, and you call yourself a judge. Who is that judge? The whole system in Nigeria is really fucked up. No one's going to say it like I am. But this continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu violated his rights. Judges acting stupid. Look at Binta Yako. Isn't that Muritala Yako's wife? Muritala Yako is wanted for billions and billions of naira that he allegedly stole along with his son when he was governor in Adamawa. This case has been going on since 2015. I've been following it since 2015. And then the looters, okay, the wife of the looters, alleged looters, now comes and is the judge of Nnamdi Kanu's case. I mean, what respect is there? She recused herself because Kanu didn't want her. I hope Nnamdi even knows her background. You can't be the wife of a thief and say you're a judge. Nigerians, you have to speak out more on this because you can be next.
Exactly.
You can be next. I told you that I was in prison 3 times, 6 months, and someone wasn't coming to court because they were paying them. There's a lot going on. Somebody's paying that judge in the Kanu's case because Kanu is suing the Nigerian government for 50 billion. I'm not going to say more, but I'm going to be updating people about this. I'm pissed. I'm Dr. Kemi Lawrence, Kemi Talks Media. My name, Dr. Kemi Lawrence, on every social media platform. Thanks for listening.